Hey, guys. Welcome to another episode of Meet the Shoe podcast. I am Sade.
I'm Nina. What's up, Wednesday?
Happy Wednesday. So, I don't know what to say. Diddy, day 21.
Yep, day
And the same
21.
witness from last year. Last week, Jane Doe is on the stand. And
Mhm.
it seemed like they're having them on the stand almost 7 days or maybe more.
Yeah, well, what happened was they're talking about Jane Doe. Is I can't say recanting, right? I want to say that she is down. Well, I can't even say downplaying. I don't even know
She's in
what to
the
say at this
middle.
point.
She's in the middle.
Definitely, she's
She's
not
making it
consistent.
seem like she's this jealous woman too, and she really got jealous when Young Miami came into play. Is that?
She
Mm-hmm.
got jealous when she saw Diddy in the video with Young Miami.
Hmm.
She got jealous when she saw him on vacation with Young Miami. She's admitted, as we talked about in the past, about her being obsessed with her and Gina.
Oh yes, her and Gina was having at it. Yeah.
Yeah, and so she was thinking that they were getting a treatment that he had promised her. He had promised her, I don't know what he promised her. Let me back up. One thing I'm gonna say about this.
Allegedly.
No, it's not even alleged. One thing that Diddy did that we seen, because we saw his Instagram. It's not alleged no more when it's on your Instagram,
Yeah.
right? Okay, he put them all on his page, right?
Yeah, he
I don't
did.
remember seeing Daphne on there too much though.
No, not definitely because she was still, I think, probably back and forth with 50.
No, it was another rapper she admitted in the stand. 50
Mm,
had dissed her because just think she's doing all sleeping all these men just to get $10,000 a month.
yeah. So that's show. Come on now. How can
You
she
know
be
it.
a witness, you know what I'm saying, a reliable witness when you're selling yourself to other men as well? This is your your job to say a man has to take care of me if I sleep with them. And that's
Well,
their
he
mentality.
yeah, he was sending just what you just said. He was putting in the text messages. I'm doing all this for you. Come on, let's go have some fun. It's
Hmm.
time to go to work. Talking to her like that. And I don't know if he even ever told her that he was going to be with her because he constantly said he's single. A
Yeah,
man keeps telling you that he's single over and over and over again. They don't want you.
right.
They're not throwing in your face that they're single.
She knew
They
that in the
might say
first place.
something like, I'm not ready not right now, baby. But if they're constantly telling you,
They're
I'm
single.
not, I'm single, that you already know that he wants to be a hoe and he's the hoe that he is, that he was being.
Hmm. Exactly.
He just like men, though. I mean, there ain't no way around it. I don't know how no woman could. It's hard for us to stop talking about the situation because it's in the news, right? But how can a man justify to you about taking from another man and putting it
All over his body or
all
her
over
body.
his, well, having you put it on his body and you licking it off?
That's weird to me. All of them are weird. Ain't
I
no way I wouldn't have did none of that.
I want to say that as when you look at adult entertainment, I try to like think like why would he want that, right? Without assuming that he's gay, right?
Right.
I was thinking maybe, because he's used to seeing all these freak shows and all these freak offs that he wanted a live freak show. But a live freak show doesn't consist of anything with male parts or male mess touching you.
Oof, yeah.
Look
Girl,
at you. You can't even say
I can't look. Let me tell you something. The man is nasty, and all I can say is he was role playing in too deep. I guess he was the what's the sex tape, basically.
I I mean
He was coming up with his own movie, like his own channel, not
I
Pornhub.
don't
What's
know.
the porn channel?
Sade, I'm I'm unsure of what his motives was, right? But I do know that he didn't do it to none of the black women.
Hmm. So he didn't do it
And
to Nisa. He didn't do it to um
Kim,
Kim or Miami. But
or
Miami like to get peed on. Remember?
maybe he peed on her, but what I'm saying is she didn't have to partake in no other
Yeah,
men.
I think he probably changed his life by then. Remember, since he turned to Brother Love
Well,
over the
she said she
time.
came out and spoke her truth on Revolt, and she said that she never experienced the things that Cassie has, and he was never a demon to her. He always talked to her about God. He told
See,
her she was gonna boss up and rise up, and that's what he tried to do for her. So
Brother
maybe,
Love. She got Brother Love. You know, it seems like when you turn a certain age, just like I tell you, when a man turns a certain age, they always try and disappear. You know what I'm saying? They trying to get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? He turned 50, 49, 50. He's ready to change. At
right,
the time
yeah,
he was with her.
right,
It was too late though.
definitely too late. And so, okay, um, juror number six, juror number six,
Who was
had
Jordan?
been in question the whole time,
Mm-hmm.
and his focus was on juror number six. They striked juror number six and got rid of juror number six.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, they got rid of number
That's
six.
who. Is it because Diddy was looking at him the whole time, or a
I
lot
don't
of
know
the
if it's
time?
a man or a woman, but I just know that juror number six is gone, and they don't know why as of yet. Now they were saying that they were sick and they weren't cooperating, and it's gonna be a lot of that.
It
There's
is
gonna be a lot of it. It was a lot of it in OJ Simpson trial, right?
right. Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
also another thing that happened was um Jane is still getting her rent paid.
Right.
Diddy's accounting office, and whoever handles all of his bills,
Mm-hmm.
there
He's
who
still paying.
accounts and receiving is still paying.
Can't they stop
Reason
the payments?
what? No, you can't stop the payments because that would look as vindictive.
Oh, okay.
This was a situation that was prior and an agreement prior to the situation that she agreed upon the $10,000 month
Right.
payment, right? And so if she agreed to it and he agreed to it, he had to honor it, right? So there's
Right.
no reason for the lawsuit. The lawsuit would be, kind of pushed under the rug if she tries to
Okay.
file a lawsuit because he agreed already to make the payments monthly. He
Mm-hmm.
didn't stop. That would be vindictive for him to do that. Um, that's why I feel that she's lighting the load on the conversation that she thinks, right? Because she's saying stuff like she's still in love with him. She just wants to satisfy him, all that stuff, right? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
can this
Mm-hmm.
corny going on and on about that. But
Right.
uh what struck my mind was that now that she's changing the way she wants to present the case, it sounds like somebody was in her ear telling her how to speak so you won't get him in trouble because he's paying,
Mm-hmm.
you know, your bill. So, I mean, I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. From the looks of
Yeah.
it, the way her baby dad is dragging her baby dad is dogging her so bad. And
No, not just baby daddy, baby mama. First baby mama dragging her too.
I
She
haven't
said,
seen that. What did she do?
"Oh
Ooh,
girl,"
tell
she
me about
said,
that.
I'm not selling. I don't sell no cat. I'm from Queens, not the Philippines."
Oh,
Girl, I died laughing. She said,
okay.
"I'm from Queens, not the Philippines."
I
I
mean,
said,
hey,
"Girl,
that's what it.
that is
Hey,
a mess." I said,
that's what it came
"Mm-mm."
out to be. And another thing, it's funny you put this sketch up, right? Because
Mhm.
he questioned the sketch artist. He
Oh
told
yes,
the
he
sketch
did.
he told the sketch artist that she had him looking like a koala bear, and it was kind of true.
Yeah, and you know what? It had him looking kind of really old around the eyes and mouth.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
hope he didn't age that fast. I mean, you can age pretty quick behind bars, you know what I'm saying,
yeah.
because of stress and everything that's going on. But usually, you hold. Usually, when you're like not going through trial and stuff, you hold and you go and you in jail. You kind of hold your young, youthful look. Majority, a lot of people do, but some people do look extra old because they let the stress take over their body and mind. But some people you might see that and their age and their skin looks really good when they get out of doing a long time
I
in
mean,
prison.
after that, he'll if he stays in longer than this year, right? He'll get a routine skin regimen, a penitentiary one, and it'll preserve him. He'll hit the gym. He ain't gonna get in there and sit up and eat bad and
Mm-mm,
all of that. He'll
mm-mm,
run and walk all day, especially because he got that bad knee. Remember?
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay.
And then I don't know. From the looks of it, like we keep saying, this it doesn't look like Rico, right?
It don't look like Rico. It don't even look like sex trafficking, to tell you the truth, because I mean, everyone is speaking about these sex acts. They are willing participants,
Participants, definitely.
willing participants, and they should have a crime against them, low key, because they ones paid and picked their sex partners.
Right, for sure. And so, okay, Diddy, we're done with you for today. R. Kelly. So we on
Oh,
R.
poor
Kelly,
guy,
right? Now,
poor
here was what is disturbing about R. Kelly. Okay, he has a 30-year sentence.
yes,
Someone had wants to off him. The guards want to off him.
yeah,
How do you survive with the guards wanting to off you?
you
So
can't.
that's why his attorney is asking for him to be released. Forget being moved, because if you're being moved to
They they
another,
they talk.
they're
Guards
going to
talk.
talk and they're going to get with
Mhm.
the other guards, and the other guards is going to tell them to, you know, uh, off R. Kelly, right? And
The
so,
thing is, that's a money grab when you think about it, right? His
yeah.
residuals. He's owed those residuals, and I think he's won it, or he's about to win the back pay from those residuals. So who has control of his money? Who
Well,
has control of
I
this
don't
man's
know,
bank
but
account?
it says that the federal officers have solicited the murder of R. Kelly because he intends to expose the corruption underlying his federal prosecution. That's what he filed. His attorney, Brenny,
Yeah.
Benny,
Mm-hmm.
Brenny,
Mm-hmm.
wrote in a statement on June 11th. So he just filed this morning.
Mm-hmm.
He's asking President Trump.
Yeah. To pardon him. Let
Yeah,
him out.
because his life is
It is at stake, just like Tory Lanez. His life is in the stake. He don't already got shot. He already got stabbed 14 times. He could have died off right off TOP on that one. So,
Mhm.
do these guys deserve a pardon? Let them on out, because there's too many mitigating factors of who did what happened, and this, and that. And you want to go through retrials and go to Supreme Court. It's just too much stuff going on. Just let them people out. They don't. I think they done learned their lesson. One day in prison, it will change your damn mind.
Yeah, definitely. It
Either
could
you go
ruin your life.
it ruins your life. You can either go straight or you can go rogue in prison. You know what I'm saying? You change your life right there. One after 24 hours of sitting and doing all that movement, breakfast, lunch, dinner. You poop at this time. You got a roommate, and da da da. You don't know who the roommate is. They background. You're gonna change your whole mindset. Then give them a week. You are gonna be like, look, let me out.
Definitely.
I believe in a God, baby. You'll be in church
Man.
every week,
Yeah.
unless
That's
you
the
one of
only
them
way you'll
ones.
survive.
Yeah, unless you one of those ones that be like, man, I don't give a damn. I Because they are killers in prison. You know what I'm saying? They go to prison and end up being the killers again. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it's either on the good side or the bad side.
Well, I say let Mr. Kelly out. I mean, if
Yeah,
his
let him
life
out. He
is
done
at
did
stake,
time.
right? At least
How long he been there?
maybe give him house arrest or something. Maybe
He's been there what,
is
6
he in
years?
Chicago or is he in New York?
He's somewhere in upstate federal
Okay,
New
well send
York.
him back home in his
Mhm.
hometown. Like he's federal, right?
Yeah, but he
He
has
doesn't
state
have to
charge as
be. He
well.
doesn't have to be in New York if he's
No,
federal.
he could go to Pekin, Illinois, right? Or
Go to Pekin or
Greenville.
Greenville.
Greenville. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Let's just hope and pray
He
that
making up out of there.
he make it up out of there, do the time, whatever that God says that he's supposed to do. And because one thing about it, you could be out, you could be. And look at the guy that's still speaking of on out, the guy that's still running right now
He's still on the
in
run.
New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
He outside kicking it with clothes better than mine.
Look on TikTok and Instagram. Girl, bye. Mm,
Definitely.
mm, mm, mm.
He definitely making sure that he ain't getting in no kind of nothing because ain't nobody
Okay.
caught him yet.
Okay.
Nobody's caught him
Hmm.
yet. And then so we have to go into now. Can you give us a description of what why the National Guards, I want to get this right, are why did Trump call for the National Guards to come, and why are the Mexican people extremely boisterous and disrespectful to Black Americans because we're not helping them protest? Hey, Chill Will.
Well, let
I
me
don't get that.
LA is a large majority of Mexican descendant, Mexicans, Hispanic people are in LA.
Right.
Um, they protesting against ICE. I've seen some black people helping them, but is it a lot of black? No. I mean, everybody's trying to mind their business. Okay.
Yeah.
So um we a lot of people don't want to be a part of it because of the backlash we had with Black Lives Matter and all that stuff.
Right.
It's just a sad case, and for him to call the National Guards, that was uncalled for. You didn't call the National Guards in the insurrection January 6th, and
Sure,
that was
they didn't
really
come until after.
that, and they didn't go to do nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Those
Mhm.
people killed cops, tried to
They
lynch
did.
some of them senators and Democrats,
Yeah.
hung nooses.
It says that they got a curfew downtown LA right now.
8 p.m. And right now they're saying the curfew last night was implemented. It was okay. A couple people got arrested, but it wasn't nothing big or anything out of hand. They were protesting. Yes, they were going ham. They were throwing bricks and all kind of stuff at police cars. They
Yeah.
even marked up the federal buildings, the two federal buildings in LA. So I
Yeah.
think that's why President Trump called the National Guards there,
Mhm.
but the National Guards is just guarding the federal buildings. They're
Okay.
not out in the streets. They're at the federal building, just guarding it.
Mhm.
It looks terrible. It looks graffitied all up. It does. It looks
So I
terrible.
seen the video, and you guys tell me what you think about this. I seen this video of these Spanish people talking big shit. I just have to say they was going hard on the Trump administration and Black people. They're looking to target, right?
Hmm.
And to me, that's extremely sad because you basically wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for us.
Right.
Like you guys are really you looking you've I have never seen nobody Spanish when it comes to marching and protesting when we
No,
have the issue.
no.
Not to say they don't try to back us up and help us some, right? But you're
A
really
majority.
looking for somebody to point a blame at when your issue isn't with us. But I could say that They did go to these buildings and they did throw rocks and everything at the police cars, and they were fighting back, and they were, doing the same thing that we've had to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think that the people that are asking questions like why aren't black people helping, right? They want to know that, but there's really not a reason for us to help.
Right. I mean, it's nothing we can do about ICE. We can't. There's nothing we can do about people being illegal, and you have to go back to where you came from. It's nothing. We can't stop that. Now
Well,
we
a
can
lot of
protest against, the police doing some corrupt, far as the black culture, killing one of our people, or we've done that. We do that, but it's like when you mess with the federal government, it's like it's out of your hand. You can only do so much, and they gotta understand you. I mean, hey, we here for y'all, but we go if you're illegal and you committing crimes and stuff like that, they have to apprehend you. They have
yeah.
to do their job, their due diligence. I hate they taking little kids. I don't like that. You're taking the children away from their parents and going into people's jobs. These people are working. Why go to working families, jobs, and schools and apprehend him? It don't make sense. They went into Ohio, was it Omaha, a meat packing company,
Hmm.
and arrested 80 immigrants. They don't know
Whoa.
if they're illegal or not, but they arrested everybody that looked probably not of black or white. They
So they're
looked,
just walking up on people that look Spanish and just arresting them?
yeah, it
I
don't
don't
make
know.
sense.
I
So this
don't
man,
know.
you went into this man's business, arrested all these people. Now what is he supposed to do with his with production? 80 people. That's probably half the whole crew.
Yeah,
How is he supposed to operate his business now?
I don't know.
And a lot of them people work for temporary. A lot of Hispanics cross the border from in Mexico, little Tijuana, and come to some parts of Texas and work a ready job and go back. You know what I'm saying? Some people do that
Mhm.
back and forth because they're able to. I mean, come on, dude. These people are helping. They're working. Granted, there are illegals that's here that's selling drugs and committing crimes, but you're not getting them. You're not really grabbing those people.
So I don't know. I don't know what to say about the ICE situation because I'm not aware that much of it. Maybe
Mhm.
because they're not we don't see them that often, right?
Right.
It's like they're popping out now more because they're under a demand or control, right?
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
Just like we reported the other day that what had happened up in Minneapolis on Bloomington Lake was that
The drug raid.
they found methamphetamine, or like they was dealing methamphetamine up out of there, right?
Mhm.
That's the thing that people, you find out things after the fact, right?
Yeah.
We
But we
thought that.
pretty much knew what it was the way they was dressed up in gear. How they
Right,
how they
right, yeah,
look.
because that was familiar to us, but
Yeah.
but but we didn't know, you know what I'm saying? We assumed too that, oh dang, the Spanish restaurant, oh, and it's the police, oh, it's ICE, but
Mhm.
that wasn't even it
No.
because nobody arrested anyone.
No. They
So
was going to get
what I'm
paperwork and
assuming
all that.
what I'm assuming what happened was that somebody made some deals up out of there.
Oh yeah, they did.
And by them somebody making deals out of there, they came in there when they thought that something was there and there was nothing there.
Mhm.
And then once went and reviewed the paperwork, they probably did review some conversations, some
Mhm.
cell phone stuff. Maybe the job, maybe the building has a phone. I'm sure because it's a business, the phone has a business
Right.
line, has a landline, must have had the
Mhm.
landline tapped, all of that, right?
Right. Right.
They charge them later, and they put it on the news. They
Oh,
still haven't said anything about anybody being arrested though.
they're not going to arrest nobody. You know how the feds do it. They went in there, grabbed all that. They had the IRS in there grabbing all the boxes of paperwork and computers.
Right.
So that's the tax evasion is going to be part of that crime. So you already know they're going to search to who they looking for, whoever on business, because a lot of foreigners, when you think about it, they have a business. Let me tell you, that's smarter now. They had that business. They had that business in the name for 7 years, and they switch it over because they don't get the taxes. They don't pay the taxes like we do, born in the United States.
Right. Right.
And they change it over to somebody else's name in the family. So they do it, keep on doing that, recycling it to somebody else in the family where they don't have to pay those taxes. So they pretty much, that money is pretty much free that they making for themselves in their business. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
they might get them for something like that, especially, you never know what all they have. Sure, it could be some added on what's that feed the future. They could have been a part of that and got millions of dollars from that. We don't know, because they still catching people for that crime. You know what I'm saying? They still catching people.
They are.
So
They are. So we have to speak on this. Rest in peace to the two YouTubers that were murdered this weekend in Las Vegas, right?
oh
It was a husband and a wife, and then it was another YouTuber. And
mhm,
the YouTuber name was Manny. And Manny, what's the name? I'm trying to find Manny's name of his YouTube channel.
mhm.
He had an ongoing beef with Finney. Finney had a wife, and they had a channel called Sin City, because they're in Sin City Family.
Okay.
No, Manny's YouTube page with his wife was called Manny was called Sin City Family, and he
Okay.
usually wore face paint. He
Mm.
always was accompanied by his wife, right?
Mhm.
Rodney was the other guy that did the shooting, I believe, known on the platform as Finney the Legend. So
Mm.
that was Rodney's thing. So he had a feud, an ongoing feud. Uh, the people, Manny and them lived there, but Finney must have been the one that was visiting Las Vegas, right?
Okay.
So he ran up on them. He was seen, hold on, he was seen rolling around, I guess, throughout Las Vegas a day prior.
Mhm. Mm.
And so he was already looking for trouble. That's the part that's going to hurt him in court, right?
Oh yeah, premeditated.
Yeah, he was already looking for trouble. Then when he ran up on them, the wife, you can hear the wife in the video, like, I know you ain't, like saying, I know you ain't on that, but he pulled out the gun immediately and shot the husband.
Oh.
And then end up shooting the wife, because I believe the wife like ran up on him, like to cover her husband, and then shot her.
Oh no.
Yeah. So I don't know. I wanted to speak on it because um this is a competitive situation, because we are YouTubers, right? Everybody wants the views, and they want the likes, and they want to make the money.
Yeah. Or
That
they want to
keeps you,
get on your podcast and say crazy stuff, or
to
and
put you in the middle, put you at jeopardy, and put
mhm,
you in the middle of it,
mhm,
because this is the topic that I want to express, is that there's been plenty of people that has approached us,
mhm,
and when they want to come on, they think that it's, oh, I'm just going to come on, and they think that this is easy. It's not easy. And
mm-mm.
then they want a reaction. So when they are looking for a reaction, they want you to side with them. And a lot of times you can't even
You
do
can't.
the we have to pick and choose who we choose to put on as live,
Right.
because people will get disrespectful or say some things that they shouldn't, and then what you sitting there with them, that will be as you being in agreement with them. So you got to
Mhm,
kind of be careful, right?
mhm,
A
mhm.
lot of people see us here and think that this is easy. Like I said, I got to say that again, and that you can just say anything or talk about anything,
You
or like
can't.
it's a
You really can't.
girlfriend conversation. when we're interacting and our chemistry is going back and forth, it's because of the longevity that we
Hello.
have.
Yeah, and before the podcast. Yeah.
And so people will assume that they can do it, right? And
Hmm.
everybody that says that they can do it or they want to do it, I tell them go ahead, try.
Go ahead, try it. Yeah.
Yeah, because you won't know unless you try. And this lane is wide open for anybody,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Nobody can tell you what to do and what not to do. But when you start, well, I don't understand why these two YouTubers pages seems totally different.
Totally different.
There's no reason to be competitive. And let's say we have so many people that we're in competition with as far as our interviewing and as far as our channel niche, right?
Hmm.
But we been specific with the prison politics and entertainment. We
Been
have
doing that.
never went off the side of that,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-mm.
Sometimes we'll go into a relationship situation.
But the relationship is still connected to prison or entertainment.
That's what I'm saying. So when people ask me, "Oh, what should I do? I want to get a podcast going. I want to do," you
You
have
got
to
to
know
do
what you
something.
want to do, and you
Exactly.
definitely should do nothing that you got to be in competitive with somebody, right?
Mm-mm.
In
You got to do
competition.
something that you're familiar with within yourself, within your heart, that you know that you experienced in
Yeah,
a lifetime, in your lifetime, that you can really relate to and relate with other people and help them out of that. It's like
definitely.
give them a result of change of something positive, because
Right.
stuff we went through is that's what we talk about, and we can
Mhm.
kind of relate with what how people feeling in the situation they're going through now, as far as the court trials and stuff like that. When we talk about that, we're like, dang, I can remember
Yeah.
those times. I can remember how I felt sitting on the stand, what I'm saying,
Mhm.
or the jury
Yeah.
box, what I'm saying.
Mhm.
We were jurors too before. We was
Right.
up all ends of in the court, except the prosecutor and the judge, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
And you know what? You know a lot of things just even with these trials that have been coming up that resonates with me is our families going in and out the courtroom and the
right.
humiliation of what the family's going through off of your
Mm-hmm.
choice. People
Mm-hmm.
don't realize that when they make a choice to do whatever it is, and now we're looking at like we're in the bedroom, we're in somebody's bedroom, right? We're in Diddy's bedroom. His children got to listen to that. And
Yeah.
his mom may have knew some of the things he was doing, but I'm pretty sure not all of that stuff that he was doing. And don't nobody want to hear that. All of
No.
his cousins, all of it, his sister, his nephews, his nieces, his
Mm-hmm.
people. You got to sit and listen to all these nasty, horrific things that all these people saying. And at the end of the day, your family still loves you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Your family is still personally and emotionally attached to your decision. So when people say, I don't care, I hate when people say that when they're doing wrong,
Right.
because you're going to be
You
that
should
person
care,
that's,
because your whatever you do is going to be a reflection on somebody in your life, in your family. You go out there and pull your pants down the middle of the street and screech down the street, and you got a woman and kids at home. You're embarrassing them. You know what I'm saying? Screeching down the street so everybody know what your ass look like.
yeah, especially the kids. Now, the kids be the
They
one
ain't
that
gonna
get
have it.
embarrassed the most.
Man, they hate it. They would.
An
Ooh,
adult can handle it, but a kid can't. Oh, I seen your
yeah.
mama was on the tape doing such and such. Oh, your daddy, they said your daddy did such and such.
Man.
Just all of that stuff. I mean, just character, right?
Mm-hmm.
Character.
Mm-hmm.
And you never know which direction your
They
life is
go.
going to go, but you still got to be cautious
They
as an
still.
adult on what you
Yeah.
do and the decisions that you make, man.
Yeah.
I
Mm-hmm.
swear that, and I hate to hear the fact that two prominent channels. These people were very popular,
Yeah,
right?
on that channels, yeah. And they
Yeah,
niece
and they had lots of I was trying to
subscribers.
look on their page to get the exact um their exact followings, right?
Right.
But
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't find and probably because it was I have never searched their page. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
You probably had to go back and deeply look. But I'm quite sure their pages were popping. It's just crazy how people just get envy and jealous over just the smallest things. A person can get envious and jealous about your spirit or how you walk in a room, how you wake up every day and try to be happy, and and it's sad that some people are like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, you could be friends with some people and you tell them one thing about their significant other or something. Let's say if your significant other did something,
Hmm.
and you tell me, oh,
Right.
they did something bad. I'm not gonna tell who said it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
But I'm gonna pull up to my husband like, yeah, I heard you did this, this, and that,
Hmm.
and he'll probably say, no, I didn't. I
Hmm.
didn't do it. So I believe him because that's my
Hmm.
husband too. You know
Right.
what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. Right.
Get mad at you and don't want to talk to you no more.
Oh, that happens.
What kind of dumb shit is that to
Hmm.
me? To you, it's dumb. But then when that man shit on you,
Hmm.
you
I
looking
mean, it
stupid.
happens. It definitely
Now
happens.
you lost a good friend because your
Hmm.
friend already had your back.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm looking at this Las Vegas interview where
Mm-hmm.
it's the Fox 5 News, and they say, and this has 134,000 views a day ago,
Dang,
and they show the dude.
shooting.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, he was Spanish, and the
mm,
other people, and the wife, and the
husband
husband and wife was Manny is Spanish. That's the one that
has the show with the
yeah,
paint.
he ran
Wow.
up on them and shot him. I don't understand the beef. What could it be over?
It'll unfold
Oh
later.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm sitting here looking at
Guess
it, and
what?
the wife is trying to grab his arm and stop him. Oh my god!
Oh
And
Lord.
he grabbed the wife. Yeah, they show it. It's on video.
I'm gonna have to
They
go.
had their tripod set up. That's what I was looking for. They had their tripod set up, and so that's why it's really important, y'all, to when you're in a location, that you try to get in a location of where it's not, a person can't look at it and say where you are specifically, right?
Right.
Because this is if you got beef, right? um that's what happened. They
Yeah.
showed where they were, and the guy came and seen, but that's how they knew that
Where they
that,
were.
that, that he
The
was he
location.
was driving around a day or two before, when they first
Mm-hmm.
got in town. That's how they knew, because the surveillance cameras now have caught his car being in the area, riding around, all that. You know what I mean? He's
Mm.
from Las Vegas, the guy that did it, and the other people were, they tourists
Visiting.
there.
Yeah.
And they got, was live streaming with their channel. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I think that
Petty.
it's senseless. Like, they
Yes.
got it's just stupid. You just die right there with your husband
And
over
then you
what?
going
Some
and you going
words?
and you going to prison forever.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he had a point to prove. I
Well,
don't
he
know. He
proved he
might be
proved
a
that.
butt bandit, because he had he had the point.
She
He
said,
had the
"But
point to prove, because ain't nothing there but booty. That's it, and that's what he wanted to do.
well,
Because I mean, how do you so easily, as a grown? These are grown adults too. They
right.
ain't look young. None of them. Not none of them.
Mm.
They well in their 30s. Wasn't nobody in them teens
Oh,
or
that's
20s. They
crazy.
well. They might be 40 something.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, and it is stupid.
It
Like,
is.
because I don't agree with what you're saying. That
Right.
I'm gonna kill you, and I kill you and your wife. But we will
So
see y'all Friday.
we got one more person to
Oh, okay.
RIP.
Oh,
Ananda
Ananda. Yeah.
Lewis. She passed
Hmm.
at 52, breast
Hmm.
cancer. She was best known as, you know,
MTV VJ. She worked
yeah.
for MTV for a long time. I believe she even went over to BET for a little
Mm,
bit. But I remember she was a VJ. She was well liked, and
mhm.
she's beautiful. She was
She
so
is.
fine. We just looked at some videos of her in February, so she
Mhm.
must have succumbed her sickness, because looking at her Instagram, there wasn't any videos, I believe,
After
after
February.
February. But
Mm-hmm.
even in February, she was fine.
Mm-hmm.
She was Native and Black, and yeah, she was a beautiful woman.
So rest
And
in
she and they
peace.
used to, you know what they used to get on her. You know how her and
Yeah.
Maya, they
Oh,
talk about, you know how pretty they was, but she was so shapely.
oh yeah.
He had the
Yes.
round shape, everything.
Yes.
And I believe she left just one son. So rest in peace to her, and
Rest in peace.
prayers to her family and her son. And we will see y'all Friday. Make sure y'all check out our sponsors,
Justice.
Cashmere
Cashmere
Lux,
Lux. Lena
Boss Up
Beans
Beauty,
and
and Lena
Boston.
Beans.
Yes. Thank you guys.